Hey everyone, while in my video Who Will Be the Last Boss in Legion, I talked about the possibilities and came to a conclusion. But there's another boss I wanted to speculate about. Now this one may not even be in Legion, but I wanted to talk about the possibilities of seeing Xal'atath in this expansion or the one right after Legion. Blizzard has been leaving a bunch of clues to tease this theory, and it may end up being in the last zone. One small one is that he was added to Hearthstone, so we at least get to see what he looks like. Now, could this be the first hint of what's to come? Let's start with how this may come to pass. If we deal with Gul'dan and stop the portal from summoning Jaden, or something just as bad, then we would have stopped the 3rd Legion invasion of Azeroth. But that doesn't mean everything has been dealt with. Let's start in Azsuna. Queen Azshara is looking for the Tidestone of Gul'dan for her master, Xal'atath. I believe she needs this to destroy the last prison holding Xal'atath in place. After all, I theorize that Deathwing shaking the planet would have broken at least one of the prisons that was holding Xal'atath. It would help explain why the Naga came to full force to retrieve it. Some of the other clues lie with the Shadow Priest artifact, Xal'atath. Now, there are many theories concerning the blade's creation. The more outlandish claim is that it was the remains of a forgotten old god that was consumed by its kin in the early days of the Black Empire. Other theories state that Xal'atath is the claw of Y'Shaarj, ripped from the old god's monstrous form and bestowed at servants for use in ritual sacrifices. I theorize that it's a claw from Xal'atath. You know, you can get the artifact Hidden Skin, which is the claw of Xal'atath. Regardless of its creation, though, it talks to you. It says some pretty funny things from time to time, like, "Oh, these Legion guys are so interchangeable. Oh, this one's good with an axe. How original." I love stuff like that. It also makes you want to try out a Shadow Priest, which I highly recommend. Even just for the weapon talking to you, it's worth it. But there's a couple that are really curious. And a couple of these include something like this. "I know the Naaru consider us horrors to be resisted. We do not share this view. They are merely beloved brethren that lost the true path. They will return to their masters in time." So the Naaru were apparently created by the Titans. But does this mean they came from old gods? Or maybe even the Void Lords? But that would mean that the Void Lords and the old gods are friendly in some sort of way? That's interesting. They could just be Void gods, or remnants of them, I should say. Because we've already seen what happens when you corrupt one. They turn into the Void Lords. So it's really curious to see, just to hear her say that. But it gets more interesting. "The god of the deep withers in his prison, breaking free ever so slowly. You should hurry and defeat the fallen Titan. There are greater battles yet to fight." Greater battles than Sargeras. But she warns of the coming of Xal'atath. She recommends killing Sargeras so quickly that we can deal with Xal'atath after. And after I saw this, I wondered if that meant that the Old God expansion would come after Argus. But there are a few things to hint that it may come before. So listen to this. "It is ironic that the weakest of us may be the ultimate victor. Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron, Y'Shaarj, and, well, only one would remain to consume the world as always meant to be." I wonder if she thinks it's weird that we're wasting our time with the Legion when we should be focused on Xal'atath. She believes he's close to victory. So this leaves one quote that I want to talk about, and it really made me excited. You know, I love the old gods. Their lore, the insanity of them, it's amazing. But I also love the Mantids, so that could be why. "After you defeat Xavius in the Emerald Nightmare, and you go to like the nice place where the Cenarius is, if you have the Shadow Priest artifact weapon, you can go across the lake into a cave and click on a little void totem sort of thing, and your weapon sends you a dire message. Almost completely gone, as if it never existed. But the rift is deep and vast, and somewhere down there it stirs. Something has changed. The last prison weakens. We must prepare." By Odin's beard, this is not good. He is getting close. He's really close to breaking free. And attacking an old god in its full power would be suicide for us. Although, we do have artifact weapons, don't we? We do have artifact weapons that could help us deal with Xal'atath. And Xal'atath is the weakest of them. See, Blizzard scrapped a zone that was supposed to release in a later patch, but they said they were going to be something way cooler. I think I know what it is. After Cataclysm, there was rumored to be an underground expansion deep within Azeroth that would have us contain the last old god. Well, now we know there's a Titan spirit within Azeroth. Magni is back and he can hear Azerothian's cries. She could warn him that he is almost free, and that we must kill him before he destroys her. Now, where would this be? Where would this zone be? Well, Xal'atath may have that answer as well with another quote. While exploring in Azuna, she says, "The Legion burrows deep here. If they burrow deeper, they may not like what they find." This would explain why the Naga went to Azuna as well. Could N'Zoth be below Azuna? N'Zoth could be really close to breaking free, and we must stop him. I hope you guys liked the speculation video. If you like these types of videos, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. Do you think N'Zoth will be in Legion? Or do you think there will be an expansion after Legion that will be based around him? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I'll talk to you later. See ya.